Hello and welcome back to Tools for Sparks. Jordan here, and we're in the studio once again for another exciting video about power tools, because I've just picked up this Hilti cold cut metal saw. I used it on site last week and I was pretty impressed with it, so I thought I'd go through the motions of showing you guys how it works. Make sure you like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So this is the Hilti SC4MR22 cold cut circular saw designed for metal. When I say cold cut, it's literally designed to cut metal without sparks, without heat, so it's super safe. So we're going to try it out. Now this is on the Neuron platform. I have done a separate video about these Neuron batteries. They're super powerful and they also have some hidden features which I won't reveal to you in this video, but go and check out that battery video up here if you want to see what that is all about. Overview of this. You do that to open the blade. You've got all the normal adjustments that you might want with this kind of saw. You got this, so you can hang it on stuff. You've got an Allen key here to loosen the blades if you need to. As with all the Hilti stuff, it's pretty well designed. It's kind of ergonomic and nice. Now you've got this clamp here which you can lift up, and then you can set the depth so that you're only cutting the depth that you want, which is important in some situations. I'm just going to leave it on full depth for the moment because I'm just going to be cutting a bit of uni-strut to demo this with. That's it really. It's, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now you might wonder what this little switch is for here. I wondered that too. Let me show you. So if you want to change the blade, obviously you've got that classic thing of you've got to get an Allen key on it. And it's like, how do I change the blade when it's going to spin? So you push that, and then you can basically undo the blade with your Allen key, and that just locks the blade into place. I try and do this properly. There we go. It's locked, and then I can get my Allen key in, undo that. That'll loosen up the blade and allow you to swap the blade out. Now, I would always recommend with Hilti tools to use the Hilti inserts because they're designed for these tools. Don't cheap out on blades because you'll just end up using loads and loads of cheap blades. If you get the good quality ones that Hilti produce, they're designed to make the perfect combination with the tools. Now, there's something else that I've not talked to you about here, which is this, and I'll reveal to you what this does in just a second once we've done a couple of cuts. So I'm going to put my safety gear on and we're going to make some cuts. So you've got a light here and you've got a guide here to show where you're going to be cutting. Now what I'm going to do is going to slice a few bits off this uni-strut and see, does it cut cold like it's supposed to? Is it a nice smooth cut, or are there burrs? And how quick is it? Those are the things that we want to test. Well, how was that? Pretty good. I mean, there are some little burrs here on the end. It seems like the corner, it just doesn't quite take off. I'm not quite sure why, but I touched them immediately after cutting and they're not hot at all. There was a few little sparks, but nothing major, and they're not sharp either. Like, you don't even need to file them down really, other than that little burr in the corner. You don't really need to file them down. The end of this is pretty much as good as you need it to be in terms of, you know, not having to file it. So it's going to save you some labor if you're doing a lot of cuts on something like this. I remember doing these kind of jobs as an apprentice. I had to cut it with an angle grinder, and an angle grinder made loads of noise, made loads of sparks, and the burrs on the metal were terrible, that I had to then go with a file over every single one. And to cut, say, like 30 pieces of uni-strut would take me like the whole day to actually prep them. By the time I cut them all with the grinder, which took ages, you end up burning through loads of grinder discs, then filing them all down once they've cooled down and they're safe to handle. And there's all the smoke and smell and sparks and everything. It's just like, tools like this are a real game changer, and we might take them for granted, sort of, you know, if you've been grown up in this generation with tools like this, but actually these are extremely labor saving tools, and we're lucky to be able to have stuff like this now. So the other thing that I wanted to show you guys is this. This, I think, is genius, right? It's basically, it collects all the little metal particles. So you might have seen when I was cutting, I didn't actually put a dust sheet on the floor or anything. That's because you get hardly any metal filings coming out of the saw. They all get collected in here. And then at the end, you can just pour them out like that into the bin or whatever. So another really great little feature of this saw that makes it, and do get a little bit stuck inside the saw. It just means that you get less mess, you get less noise, you get less heat, and you save a huge amount of time. And for me, that's the real importance when it comes to tools. Like, why do we get fancy tools? It's not just to look good, it's actually to save ourselves time, to work safer, to work more efficiently, and to disturb people around us less, you know. And this tool really kind of summarizes that, and a lot of the Hilti Neuron tools do, which is why, you know, we've gone all in on Hilti at Artisan. All of our tools are Hilti Neuron range now. So I hope you liked that little video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you use something like this similar? I don't know if there's other brands that make cold cut saws out there. I've certainly not tried any myself. So let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. And why not settle down and watch another video, because we've got a whole tool archive of videos over the last few years of all my favorite tools. There'll be a link that'll pop up here on the screen now where you can watch another one. But either way, thanks for watching this, and we'll see you again soon.